What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Cream Velvet by Khadlaj. This fragrance is pretty recommended for being a good dupe for Giardini de Toscana's Bianco Latte. I've used this for a couple of days now, so I can give you a good rundown of whether or not this is a good Bianco Latte killer or a good Eclaire killer, which is to me the best Bianco Latte dupe so far. Now, let's talk about the bottle very quickly. The bottle is nothing to write home about. It's this cream looking bottle with some gold accents. I don't know why this really bugs me in a lot of bottles from Middle Eastern fragrances where it has multiple tones of gold in the same bottle. So this is like a matte like mustardy gold, and then you have a bright shiny gold that's more yellow on top. I'm not sure why they tend to do that a lot in Middle Eastern scents, but I see it a lot and it kind of bugs me. It feels like it's all over the place. It's a decent bottle. It looks nice. It's pretty heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. Let's do a spray. It's a pressurized atomizer for those of you who care about that kind of stuff, and let's take a quick sniff of this. So this immediately gives me Bianco Latte, but instead of being sweeter, to me, it leans sweet slash savory. If I think about it like clearly, to me, it's like a saltier version of Bianco Latte. So it's sweet, it's delicious, it's creamy, it's good. It's not lactonic at all like Eclaire is, but there's a saltiness there. There's a savory quality to this that kind of sets it apart from Bianco Latte. So I wouldn't say that this is a spot-on dupe of Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte is very different from this in that aspect. This is more buttery, this is more savory, this is more like salty, and this kind of feels more foodie, more gourmet than, or gourmand, more gourmand than Bianco Latte is. If you were to take the two, I would say that this is more your salted caramel kind of vibe. While this settles down, let's talk about the notes for this. The top notes for this are caramel and butter. The middle notes for this are tonka, honey, and jasmine. And the base notes for this are vanilla, amber, and musk. You can definitely pick out that caramel. You can definitely pick out that butter to me. And there's that honeyed aspect to it, which is the sweetness there. And of course, there's vanilla. The warmth that you can get from this, like the amberness of this, is definitely there, especially at the dry down. There's more amberiness behind this, 100%. But to me, what stands out is I think that butter, but it's like salted butter. It's more savory than anything else in this realm. So in terms of what people have been saying online, in terms of the online buzz for this, people have given this a 4.45 out of 5 on Fragrantica. So this has a lot of positive reception, but they have positives and negatives about this, right? So this is a very take it or leave it kind of thing. The people that like it, they kind of love that butteriness, that savoriness that I've been mentioning. And they really like the fact that it's a lot less milky than Eclaire. Actually, people say that this has no milky lactonic note at all. And I can kind of agree with that. This is closer to what Caramel Cascade is than Eclaire. Caramel Cascade, but much more luxe than that fragrance was. So this is not close to Eclaire because Eclaire is much milkier. This, according to people, say that it's close to the original, but it's a twist on the original, so it has like enough differences to make it separate, and that it's very creamy. Those are the positives that people have been mentioning. In terms of the negatives, people say that it's overly sweet and that it can be overwhelming. I think that it can be overwhelming, but it's not because of the sweetness. I think the pure food vibe that this gives off can be a bit overwhelming. It can kind of give you like you just came out of a shop, a sweet shop kind of thing. And that might be a little bit too much for people, especially people who don't like sweets. A lot of people are unsure about whether or not Eclaire or this is better. Some people immediately gravitate towards Eclaire. Some people immediately gravitate towards this one. I'll give you my determination on that in a bit. And a lot of people say that the butter note is too intense. It's too much. Not good. On dry down, I can definitely tell you that this kind of mellows out into an ambery, buttery, caramelly scent. And it's beautiful. It's a nice little scent. It's very gourmand. It's not milky. It is gourmandy, but comforty gourmand. This feels like a warm version of Bianco Latte, but not necessarily Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte is a little bit different from this. I wouldn't say this is a spot-on dupe. I would say this is maybe 85% inspired by, not a dupe. Whether or not I would take this over Eclaire, I still think Eclaire beats it in terms of dupeness and also in terms of my preference. Eclaire to me is luxury scent. To me, it smells very thick and creamy and milky and sweet. It's very good. Eclaire is like a comfort smell to me, and it doesn't smell savory, so it doesn't take away from that pure dessert vibe that it has. The buttery note on this kind of takes away from that, so it feels less of an indulgence and more of a nice dessert. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the performance a little bit. In terms of the projection, this is a moderate projector. This is maybe a 4-foot, 5-foot projector, not very wide, kind of decent. It dies down pretty quickly into a personal bubble. I don't think this is a beast scent. This is more of an intimate scent, which is completely fine. And it lasts pretty decently. I think those thick, creamy, sweet notes are pretty much proven to last longer than those notes that are freshies. So this lasts pretty much all day. These are wash out of your clothes kind of scents. So I would give this, in terms of longevity, I would give this definitely a 10, but in terms of projection, maybe a 7. This is definitely for your gourmand people, but not necessarily for your sweet only gourmand people. If you're the type of person who loves gourmands, but not the overly sweet gourmands, this is definitely for you. If you're like the gourmand on a diet kind of person, but likes like saltiness in him, this is definitely for you. This is a good scent. This is a great scent. This is not like a my comfort zone scent, but this is great. I think this would be great for the winter scent, for the fall scents. I think this would be great for that kind of intimate vibe. Closed environments would make this shine a little bit. So I think this is great. Overall, I would give this a 9.5 or 10 despite its performance, mainly because its scent is fantastic. Its performance is great in terms of longevity. And overall, it's a great scent for what it's supposed to be, which is an intimate and beautifully sweet scent. It's great. I would recommend it. This is great. Khadlaj is producing very good scents. Definitely recommend it. What's your favorite comfort scent? To me, Eclaire is like my go-to. Oh, this is what I wear when I go to sleep because it makes me feel comforted and like chill and sleepy and whatever, because it feels like a warm hug to me. What makes you feel comforted? What scent gives you like the warm, gooey vibes? Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And always remember to smell your best. See ya.